Hey guys, KRX here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Deluxe Trailer-Hou and Shift Formula from Kamen Drive. This is a new weapon Drive can use when he powers up into Type Formula, and the Shift card lets him do so. So this set includes the two things stated in the title, the Trailer-Hou and the Shift Formula. So to start, let's take a look at the main item, the Trailer-Hou. So here is the Trailer-Hou, whose name means trailer cannon. And unlike the past two weapons, which are based on parts of Trailer-Hou, this is basically more of an autonomous vehicle that can turn into a weapon. Kind of like an oversized shift car. So the theme for Type Formula is Formula 1 racing. So the Trailer-Hou is a racing trailer. Taking a look. The entire thing is cast primarily in metallic blue and black plastic, and has a very long and rectangular shape. Looking at the front cab, which also becomes the trigger, you can see the front wheel shield painted on in black, the front grille in silver, two orange headlights, a little button up here for turning it into the other mode. Two more orange lights down here. Along the bottom you can see that it has 8 wheels, 4 on each side. Then moving on to the actual trailer section is where we get most of the detail. Taking a look here, you can see a couple of stickers, one with a bunch of sponsored logos and the other with a racing flag, or a racing checker flag. And the interesting thing here is that all of these sponsor logos are actually fake sponsors, which are actually stylized versions of the names of Drive's tire coke on shift cards. So going from top to bottom, you have Max Flair, Hooking Wrecker, Colorful Commercial, Massive Monster, Justice Hunter, Fire Braver, Amazing Circus, Burning Solar, Funky Spike, Dream Vegas, Midnight Shadow, Spin Mixer, Dimension Cab, Rolling Gravity, Road Winter, Mad Doctor, Rumble Dump, and Deco Traveler. And we've got the same thing on the other side, but since half of the sticker is used for the battery compartment, it's actually divided here. And instead of having the two stickers on the other side be one side for the sponsors and the other for the checkered flag, on the other side it's actually one for the upper part of the design on the front, and then the second for the lower part. You also see a new stylized drive symbol with Kamen Rider repeated all around it. Moving on, you can see on the back side is the silver piece with the on-off switch. And on the other side is actually a window that lets you see inside the container. See the nice molded details for the rest of the cab. And on the back is the back door, which can open up with the press of this button, then it folds down here to form an exit ramp. The reason for that is because there's actually a compartment in here, chosen up with this hatch, that you can insert up to 2 shift cards into. And that is part of a lot of the playability for the Trailer-Hou. And up here, you have a slot for inserting shift cards. This one has an actual reader, so that means this thing has a lot of sounds. Moving on, we'll next take a look at Shift Formula. This one is cast in metallic blue and black plastic like the Trailer-Hou, and is based on a Formula 1 race car. So this one has a more low to the ground design than other shift cars. While it has the same general height and length, it is a little bit more skinny in terms of width. And it has a lot more of a kind of streamlined and sleek design. You can see some white racing stripes on here, drive symbol painted in white on the front, the bumper right here. And because of the way Formula race cars are designed, they actually had to add in these 2 black pieces to kind of fill in the space needed for the parts on the bottom. It also got the driver's seat, which is open right here, with the front windshield here. Then this yellow backing going here and then extending all the way to the back. We have the spoiler, which is painted with white. Got two more drive symbols painted on each side. We got the four wheels, which are actually smaller compared to regular shift car wheels, as can be seen here, and a unique kind used specifically for shift formula and 3 shift cars that can be used exclusively by type formula. So then you can turn it into the lever mode, where once again you can see the standard drive symbol. Though this is similar to type, or rather shift wild, where the top half is one color and then the bottom half is the other. So when you flip it into the lever mode, you have a different color for this part. And so before getting to the functionality of the Trailer-Hou, we'll show off what shift formula can do with the drive driver and shift brace. So bring those in. And so that drive can turn into type formula, with an F mark for formula. Switching on, we can get his standby sound, or standby music. And then shift up. Then do the Hissatsu. And then we're going to take this out, as it will be used pretty well. It will be used for a lot of functionality with the Trailer-Hou. So bringing that back in. First we're going to want to switch it on, and before I switch it on, I'm going to actually want to angle it so I can see inside of the container, as that's where the lights are. So switching it on. You can see that with the lights flashing, it showed an image that displayed the word full. That is something that will come into play in its weapon mode. And actually, that's actually part of the gimmick. As you can see, you can't really see it when you actually look into the container. And that's because there is a two-way mirror in there, so that only when the lights are on can you see that image. So starting off with the basic sounds, start off by pulling the trigger here. And you get 2 driving sounds. Then on the third press, you get one of 4 unique sounds for trailer mode. And then they'll cycle around. Next, we can make use of the container. So you're going to want to slide open the container with the or slide open the hatch here, and fold open the compartment. Then what you can do is you can take a shift car, and actually roll it down the ramp, it'll hit a button inside that'll activate a sound and change what sounds it makes when you press the trigger. So for that, I'll angle it forward a little bit and slide through. So there's the activation sound. Then pulling the trigger. Let's say that. Then for the second slide, it says OK. The first one is Henshinda, meaning transformer. So then it'll cycle around between the two. And every 10 pushes of that switch, one of 3 special sounds will play. So for the first time, I'll just continue to use this. Right? It says good. Shift cars to go. I'll get translations up for those phrases later. Then for the rest, I'm just going to hit the switch with my finger.
Excellent! Shift cars, Taihou!
Second one is excellent. Shift cars Taihou go. And the third is wonderful shift cars Daishukeki. Again, I didn't take the time to look up translations, but I will put those up within annotations. So next, we take it and turn it into the Taihou mode, or Big Cannon mode. So close up the container, and press down this button, and slide the lever down. And there you have the Taihou mode. A very simple transformation. With this, it puts emphasis towards the back half rather than the front. And so, in this mode, the back door becomes basically the cannon barrel, or the muzzle, with this black part being kind of where the blasts come from. So while in this mode, pulling the trigger will give you a basic blasting sound. And to activate any further sounds, you're going to want to insert a shift car into the port up here. So, to start, we'll use shift formula. So insert it right there. And so we'll read it and say whatever shift car name it is, then Hou. So over there it said Formula Hou, or Formula Cannon. Then, pulling the trigger, you'll get a unique sound for shift formula. Now, if you turn it back to trailer mode and pull the trigger, it'll actually make a noise for that. What says translates to turn it into a big cannon first. And if you do that 5 times, it basically says cut that out already, and it makes the angry sound from the driver. Which is a nice touch, basically telling you that you're not supposed to be doing that. So then for the special attack, what you want to do is open up the hatch and insert 2 shift cars. So in this case, we're going to use shift speed and shift wild. And to actually get a look at this properly, we're going to angle it like this. Insert the first shift car. And you see that you can see the shift cars thanks to the angle of the mirror in there. Then insert the second one. And now the image in the back lights up. Then close the container and pull the trigger. And that activates the special attack. Now if you can look in there, you can actually see the way the image is displayed. It kind of gives off the look of a hologram, because you can still see the two shift cars behind it, which is quite a neat effect. And so to release them, just open up the container and let them roll out. Just like that. And so we can also use other shift cars. Just for a short demonstration, similar to what I did with the mock driver, I will use the other type change shift cars collected up to this point. So first we'll use the shift speed. As you can see, most of the sounds, or most of the blasting sounds made using the shift cars, use part of the shift up sounds from the drive driver, followed by a special blast sound. Then we can also activate a special attack using a shift card that's not shift speed, or rather shift formula. And the type change shift cards have a special attack that they can do. So this time I'll insert Wild and Technic. As you can see, as you can hear, it said speed big Taihou instead of just Taihou, and then you got a new special attack sound. The other thing is that for this you actually only technically need to put in one shift car, as with the way that works, just pressing the button once will activate the full standby. And just as one more thing, as I kind of demonstrated, an easy way to kind of get the shift cards in there and again stay in place is to have it on a table like this, where it's at an angle. So that way you can just roll the two shift cards in, and they'll stay in place. Although, because the special attack is basically the same for the rest of them, just adding in the different names, I'll just show off the blasting sounds. So next is Shift Wild. Shift Technic. Shift Dead Heat. Now the interesting thing there is that instead of using the shift up sound, it uses dead heat's, or drive type dead heat's, standby sound. And then shift fruits. And that's all for now. Of course, like with the mock driver and the brake gunner, I will show a second video where I show off all the sounds it makes with the other gimmick vehicles. As this will work with shift cars, vital cores, and signal bikes. And so that's it for a basic look at the Trailer-Hou. So, as you guys can kind of see, this is basically our big rider weapon for the year. Though similar to Gaim last year, instead of getting it for the main rider's final form, we get it for his second power-up form. And that's kind of, and the way I see that is to kind of fit it into the typical kind of release slot that these kind of weapons usually kind of get into, and kind of getting it out there, not too late into the series. And this one is another good one. What I really like about this is how it's a vehicle that turns into a weapon, and that it has a really nice skill with shift cars. As you can see, the Trailer-Hou, just on its own, dwarfs any shift car. As far as the length goes, it's about 4 shift cars long. Which is quite impressive. At the same time, it's also about 4 shift cars high. So basically, it really is kind of like, well, I guess you could say that it's 4 times bigger than a shift car, which is quite impressive. I love the design and the details, and I really like how they turn the names of their shift cars into these fake sponsor logos. It's also got, this neat gimmick with the half mirror and the image behind it, as well as being able to use shift cars up here, but then load them into the container. It really gives a lot of playability, and it's kind of thing where it's similar to the Daikaiten cannon from Tokyuger. The more shift cars you have, the more sounds you can get out of the Trailer-Hou. So it's the kind of thing where it rewards you for collecting a lot up to this point. And there's also a set of shift cars that, like I said, are meant to be used with a type formula that make unique sounds within the Trailer-Hou. So I'm going to be taking a look at that next, released for my next drive-related review. And so overall, this is a very fun toy, and if you're collecting drive toys and you're collecting shift cars or vital cores, or signal bikes, or especially like some combination of all of them, then I can definitely recommend picking up this weapon, because it is a lot of fun. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos. And for now, this is KRX50, riding off. Hey guys, as you can see, the video isn't quite over yet, and that's because I forgot to show off what sounds Shift Formula makes within the brake gunner and the mock driver Hono, so I'm adding this part on at the end instead of making a separate video, just so I can kind of get those sounds out of the way within the same video as the review. So first off, we'll use it with the brake gunner. So in this case, it says, instead of drive system or next system, it says advanced system. showing that this is, for a new system for the power-up form. It has the same error sound as the drive system. And obviously, you get the generic queuing sound, as well as the same sound using the nozzle on the end. Then we can get to the mock driver sounds. So its phrase is kosoku, meaning high speed, and uses a blue light. So then you can get the times for signal up. It says kanari kosoku, or fairly high speed. And then the Hissatsu. Alright, and so there you have it. Thanks for sticking around, and see you guys in the next video. Later.